Hi everybody, this is Nancy Nurse. I'm back with One Book July again this year. I did it the first year and skipped a couple years for personal reasons, and I'm back full on. I'm going big. And thank you, Romany, for the clarification on the rules, that our only rule is to have fun with this challenge. The guidelines are to simplify, and I am taking that challenge on completely. I did this challenge along with Romany, Vicky, and Carie 4 years ago. The first year, I did manage to use one book that was a gift from my job, and I used one pen that was free from a conference that I had gone to, and I used up some supplies around the house. So my year, I kind of challenged myself to not spend a single dime on the challenge, and I'm taking that on again, but I'm also really going with the theme of go big or go home. So this year, instead of using my multiple planners, including the one I do my daily, weekly, yada yada yada, and my Erin Condren, I have decided I'm going with one spiral notebook. I found one that was lying around the house, and I have decided I've been wanting to design my own planner, one that thoroughly encompassed and was comprehensive to my needs in one book. I am so mobile. I work half the time out in a remote part of Arizona, and then I work the other half in Phoenix. So I live between two homes, and I am very mobile in both places. I can't take a whole bunch of things, but I've been trying to do that for the last year, and it is not working for me at all. So this year I've decided I'm going to try for 1 month to put all of what's in all the different binders into this one planner. Now that seems fairly simple, especially for those of you that use traveler's notebooks, but each of the individual books is actually not even how my brain works, and we all know that the ultimate way to plan is how your particular brain works. Well, mine seems to work differently than most everybody else's, and I need all of those to integrate in together instead of being individual ones. So I spent the other day, I was lucky enough to have a pause at work, and I pulled out a piece of paper and I mapped out how I wanted my pages to go together. And as you can see here, the first page is joy. Well, guess what? Now we open our book and the first page is joy. That's my word for the month for July. I want to experience joy in July partway because I'm going one book in July. I'm also going to use one pen, and staying on that same theme of joy, I've chosen Paper Mates Ink Joy. I'm allowing myself 2 of them because I've had these for a while, and I'm sure if we look, the barrels are showing that we're about out of ink. As far as the rest of the planner, it's still kind of blank. I've paper clipped off to make sure I had enough, because when I did this plan, I figured out how many pages I was going to need for each one of those. And I'm going to start off by mapping out just the first week of July. One of the issues I have with most planners is my mind works from Monday morning until Sunday at night. Another issue I have is part of my life I work overnight, and part of my life I work during the day. So my timelines have to be 24-hour timelines. I can't deal with this, God bless you that if you can go from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and that runs your life. Mine doesn't work that way. Plus I have 10 children all over the world, and planning when I'm going to talk to them and speak to them is all hours of the day and night. So I need the 24-hour clock. Yes, like I said, I took 2 years off because of chaos. When you have 10 children, there's always chaos. Empty house, empty nest this year, so I'm back. And another part of my challenge, and if any of you knew me on a daily basis, you would know that this is probably the hardest part of my challenge, is I'm also going with one purse for the month. And I picked this beauty. There is no name. Sorry, can't tell you the name. I can't even tell you the name of the shop that I bought it at, because honestly, I was in New York City with my daughter last week. We had a great girls week there. She had some training going on with some top theater people in New York City. And we were walking down the street, and this one vendor had this bag, and the 12 times I saw it, I kept telling myself, you don't need another purse. And the magic number 13, I pulled out the dollars after I had negotiated the price down. So for $40, I think it's a fabulous bag. It is reversible. Oh, isn't that a lovely mess? So reversible. I put this nice purple purse charm on here that I'd gotten in a FabFitFun box a while back. I'm going to attempt to use this also for work. So here's my stethoscope, my dirty old stethoscope that I'm just going to use this one this month. Again, one. And so there's the overly messy bag. There's the purse, one book, and 2 of 1 pen. So that is my one book July. I'll try and come back with some updates on how this layout works. And because I don't know how it's going to work for me, I'm only going to do 1 week at a time, like I had said. 1 week at a time layout, and I'll give you weekly updates on how it is going for me. So, again, everybody, thanks for inviting me back to the One Book July. Bye.